video. Won't be a long one. I want to talk about my 2019 Outback and the H-Rail system and what I got on it and what I've kind of added since I had this thing for about a little over a year now, through a season and a half of fishing. So I'm going to start at the front of the kayak and then work my way back, and we can talk about the different features that I've added. You got any comments, leave them for me, or suggestions? Love to hear those too. All right, so here we go. On the front of the kayak, the first thing we're going to talk about is I have a system for holding my landing net. And basically it's 2-inch PVC, and the net just simply goes in there, comes in. I painted it black. The H-rails on the Hobie have a system where you can put in a track, and in that track I just mounted a 2-inch PVC. So basically I can split my net out and do what I need to do. Alright, I also usually just put it in up front and let her go. Alright, so that starts with that, and then we work down the right hand side. Let's start with that. Down the right hand side, we'll start from front to back. I added a quick connect rail blazer. I've also put the Hobie H-Rail bucket, the small bucket, in, and it fits just perfectly, I found out, in between this factory H-Rail and the side of the kayak. So I took the H-Rail mounting off of it and just slipped it in there, and it works perfect. Holds the scissors. I got some gel for putting on my lures, and then of course I got my marine radio, and I've got a knife system, and then I've got my hookups for my electronics all right there, and that's all tucked away underneath here. It's the yak power system, and I keep my pliers right here. So pretty simple on the right hand side on what I got. So what I added here recently was this rail. This is the longer H-rail that runs down the side of the kayak. I recommend you get this. It's a nice feature. I didn't know if I'd like it, but it turns out I really do. So first thing I did, I wanted a place on the right side to put some of my hard baits. So I put this system in, and basically for this system, what we're looking at is when you buy a Pro Angler, you can, on the square hatches, they have this system that goes in the square hatch. I bought this, and then what I've done is, as you can see, I just installed a H-rail mount on it. So I can slide it up and down the kayak where I want it. Then what I can do with that is I can keep my hard baits. I keep my crankbaits. I like label my boxes so I know what I'm looking at when I'm up top. And the top waters, some hard top waters, and then I can hook with these little hooks, and I'll tell you where I got those in just a minute, right over, and I keep everything secured. Now when I move down a little further on this bass part, I put one rail blazer right here, starport, and then I took out the bungee that goes through here. There's a bungee when you get it installed. I took that system out and put the bar in there. Now when I did that, these connectors that are slip over the bungees, you can't use them. You got to buy. They come with these different ones that are solid with no hook on them, and you can slip them in there. So I kept the little knobs, and let me show you those again. I kept these little knobs, as you can see, and these little knobs right there fit. That's where the bungee goes. So what I've done is I just kept those, and now they come in use. So when you do change out stuff, and don't throw away any parts, just put them in a bag. That's what I do. And I got a bag I just called all my kayak parts. And so let's talk about the left hand side. Let's start talking about it. All right, first thing you'll see is I got a small, it's basically I don't know, tray. Let's just call it a tray. I had that left over from a toolbox I had, and just I collect too much stuff, that's for sure. Anyway, so it worked perfectly, putting right in between the this H-rail with the gear track in it and the side of the kayak. So that keeps just a couple things, sunscreen. It keeps some lures when I need them, throwing them in there, and of course I like having some leader around. All right, so when I bought this kayak, I needed the rod holders. You see, these are the horizontal rod holders Hobie makes. So I go down a lot of rivers, so I wanted all my rods laying flat and secure. So I put the 9-inch rail into this gear track, and it works perfect. I got that idea from a buddy of mine, so he told me about this. So I put that in. Then I bought the H-Rail locking for the horizontal rod holders. It works perfect. So put that in, laid them all down, and I had that for a little bit. Then when I put in this H-Rail system, I've moved it recently. So I put one here, and then I've turned around and I put the second one here. And the reason I wanted that, I got 3 down this side, and I keep my bait caster here, and then I keep right here is a Railblaza rod holder, just in the mini port that comes up again through the H-Rail with the gear track in it. And this I use for like the rod that I'm fishing with currently. So if I just need to put that away, if I'm coming down some current or something like that, or needed to get to my paddle and just use both, then I can put that in there, quickly lock it, and I'm in great shape. That is locked in, not going anywhere when I lock it down. Then I can turn around and use both hands and do what I got to do, and not use the Mirage drive. That's a great system. I put that in, then I'll walk in the back here and show you what I did there. And then I can also, with this right here, I can wrap real quick and just lock everything in. And then we're locked, all right? And we're not going anywhere. Okay, so that's that system. So when it comes to the back of it, I'm going to go around there and show you what I did when I installed all that. Quick, let's look at the back of this. Okay, so again, I put another 9-inch H-Rail into this gear track. Again, fits out perfectly. So if you have a Hobie Outback with the molded in gear tracks right here, these 9-inch rails fit in there, just a couple bolts, and you get the little nuts that go through there, and it works out great, nice and secure, not going anywhere. This is a gear track that I took off the bucket in the earlier video. I showed you that fit between the H-Rail with the gear track in it and the side of the kayak, that bucket that fit right here on the front. I took this and mounted again, collected my stuff. Trolling motor went down through here. It was a piece for the trolling motor. I just kept around, had it laying around. I ran a piece of PVC up there, screwed all that together, kind of glued it in, and there you go. And then I put just some PVC. These are just you know, glued it all together. It's nothing complicated to it. It works out good for me. Make what you know, if you like something different, make it. So this works good. It holds all 5 rods across there when I want it to. I can lay them all in there, and away you go. Alright, I'm going to end this video by telling you this. A kayak's a great piece of fishing. It's great because of this. You should learn something every time you go. Change your boat up to what you think you would like it to be. Make it right for you. I'm sure next trip I'll add something else, or I'll take away something. I go, I don't like that. That's what I like about it. I've been doing this. I've had this 19 since last year, and I've enjoyed it. I keep adding all kinds of features. My older Hobie doesn't have near the amount of stuff this 2019 Outback's got on it. I love this boat. I take it rivers, lakes. So I keep adding stuff, put different things on it depending on what conditions and where I'm going to go fishing. So there you go. Just go have fun with it. No matter what you got, what kind of kayak you got. Put a rail system in. You can put rail systems in. You can install H-Rails into those track systems. The gear track systems are nice. And then modify it as you go. Think about what you'd like to do, and get your kayak set up so when you're fishing, you're not worried about where everything's at. You kind of know where it is and what you want to do. Because I can tell you, the people I've met that catch the most fish and do things, not only do their homework, but the big thing they do, they make a lot of casts because they're not fooling with doing stuff that they should be, because their stuff's not organized. They make a lot of casts. They're not worried about trying to find a certain lure. They know where everything's at, quickly pat on, and they make a lot of casts. Okay, I'll be back to you with another video. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. Talk to you.